Founded in the early days of the Great Depression, JVS has evolved over the decades to address the unique and changing needs of the American workplace. Our mission is to help people of all faiths and backgrounds overcome barriers to employment to achieve their goals and dreams. This year, JVS is proud to honor 4 exceptional individuals whose stories inspire us and illustrate the agency's diverse and innovative programs and partnerships.
When I was young, I was the most innocent thing in the world. I was dancing, I was singing, I was a really good student, and I got good grades. When I started going to high school, that's when I really started running into people who did drugs, smoked marijuana, and drank. I was basically just hanging out all in the wrong areas, near Compton and Watts. My grades were awful. I stopped going to school. All of my friends started to disappear. I had an attitude with everybody. I was just mean. My mom was crying every day. She was stressed out. My grandmother is yelling, "Why aren't you coming home?" I was going to people's houses who I didn't even know who they were. I think I took the wrong drugs one day and I just tripped out. And it scared me. I was completely lost, talking to my family like they were strangers. I was so paranoid, I couldn't sleep. It was like that for 3 months straight. It came to a point where I did too much and it was time for me to stop. I really just had a wake-up call, I think. This experience that I went through in my life made me want to change. I got my GED, I wanted to get a job, and my mom told me about JVS WorkSource, and as soon as I walked in, I saw all these jobs posted. Everything was pretty much there to help me find a job. The BankWorks flyer, for some reason it just caught my eye.
BankWorks is a fantastic partnership between the participating banks and JVS.
We're trying to fill a need, a legitimate need that exists within our banks to find qualified employees for these entry-level positions. And at the same time, this gives the banks an opportunity to help people in our community.
BankWorks was interesting to me. Lisa taught me so much. She's a really good teacher.
We teach them corporate environment, banking, customer service and sales skills, interview skills, and away they go.
I really wanted a job.
Any criticism that I gave her, she took so well.
The BankWorks program really came in handy, especially when it came to interview skills. I wasn't nervous. I was fully prepared.
What made me hire Janika is the fact that she had a lot of spirit. She came in very confident to the interview.
I got the job. I was excited. I couldn't wait to start working.
She's very reliable, which is what I love. She's the integral part of the office.
Nicole, she just took me under her wing.
When you have someone that comes in that is very energetic, it kind of rubs off on the additional staff. When customers are smiling and laughing with her, it's contagious.
Being around positive people, working at Wells Fargo now, it really motivates me to go back to school.
BankWorks is an example of our moving our philanthropy from what I'll call passive to active, where we take not only our financial backing, but our time, our intellect, and our expertise to make a project more successful.
My mom, she is so proud of me. I put her through so much. It's a good feeling to make your parents proud.
The sky's the limit with her.
There's nothing more rewarding. It truly is magical.
From BankWorks, I learned that when you really want to learn something, when you really want to do something, and you're really focused on that, then nothing can get in your way.
Tsege Mesfun was living in Eritrea, East Africa, with her teenage daughter. She was approached with an offer of work in Los Angeles.
I say, okay, I go America. I wanted 3 years working. After take my money, I come Eritrea. My daughter maybe go college.
Tsege was under the impression that she would be having a legitimate job.
But after I come in here, no good.
She was a slave in the household.
I asked her, I wanted to call my daughter. She say, no, I'm sick. No go doctor. And every Sunday, I don't go church.
The people told her that if she tried to leave, that her life would be threatened.
I asked for her, please, I want to go my country. She said, you come in here for 3 years. You have to stay 3 years.
After working for 3 years, Sige pleaded again for a return ticket home.
She said, no for you, ticket for play.
Realizing her captors would never send her back to Eritrea, Sige made a courageous decision.
All night, I no sleep. I wake up morning, 5 o'clock, I open door, I go.
When Sige escaped, she spoke no English, had no money, and no idea where she was.
After coming Vanessa, she take her house, she give for me food.
Sige came to CAST really in a state of fear, with nothing but the clothes on her back, and she needed shelter. We referred her to one of our partner organizations, Alexandria House. This is where JVS came into the picture, where we needed an organization who could work comprehensively with Sige to get her ready for the job.
She needed sympathy, she needed to be understood.
I love Tanya. She anything help for me.
The pre-employment training program is designed for the refugees or political asylees for being trained in how to look for the job, how to get the job, how to become self-sufficient.
JVS help for me big.
At JVS, they learn English, they are taught all the necessary job search tools, they have personal coaching. One day when I said, Sige, what are your plans for the employment? She said, yeah, I want to work. Lomans actually looks at us as a pre-screening agency. I immediately took her there. I helped Sige to fill an application and to prepare for the interview. They hired her, and there is not a minute of regret.
Oh, Lemon, I love Lemon. Customer, good customer. I love my job. I love work. Everybody nice, everybody good.
Sige is a very warm, compassionate, friendly person, always has a smile, and is always willing to help.
The people, Lemon, are like my family.
We are so proud of Sige being such a model of resilience for all of our other clients.
I call every Friday my daughter. I'm happy to speak for my grandson. Thank you, JVS. Before I living from family, no free, no good. But now I go school, I go everywhere. I have doctor, I have job, very, very, very good now. I'm happy.
I was hired by Marriott International as a sales and marketing person. I used to build the hotels and explore the opportunities for the investors. The day before I left for overseas on business trip, I tried to get the contact lenses disposable. I went to the MRI. I had the bigger than golf ball tumor in my brain. The artery and the nerve systems are in the middle of the tumor and as thin as hair. If it's smashed, you'll be gone. They gave me 6 months to prepare for my departure of the earth. We went to the Caribbean and then I went to the surgery. 18 hours of surgery, 7 days in coma, and I woke up and I lost the English language. I started to read ABC newspapers, children's books. Took me 1 year to be able to speak 80%. The nervous system didn't connect my eyelid, so it's closed. When you're in sales and marketing, you have millions of competitors. But how many people has name of one Naomi? I was introduced to JVS through the State of California Rehabilitation Department.
She came to JVS to help find out where she can use those skills that she had developed. She utilized different interest inventories to clarify her goals, how to accommodate her vision loss.
When I went to the office, I saw Kathy, and I couldn't believe my eyes that she's doing what she's doing.
JVS provided more of that information about what her different options would be, so that then she could investigate those opportunities.
I'm not committed to work, paid job. My mission is to volunteer. I went to the Master Gardener program. I help many different organizations for how to grow organic vegetables, anything to do with the soil.
She brings with her special energy, her Emmy energy.
The students they never even see the tomatoes or the beans. I really love working with the students. My energy, power, I can utilize this to totally different area. JVS inspired me so much.
She wanted to help us with doing an orientation to be able to explain the program from the perspective of someone who had been through the service and really benefited from it.
JVS opened the door for me to find the purpose of my life, to help.
Emmy is the inspiration for me to keep going with having limitations and a disability and to forge ahead.
Difficulty doesn't exist in my dictionary. That will change to challenge. When I face the challenge, I will roll up my sleeves and please try me. I don't take things for granted. That's how I start my life every single day, with a thank you.